One defense of Waianae. They're going to have their defense tested. Samuela Hanisi puts the ball up, and it is fielded and fumbled by Larry Tate. He is now back into the end zone, and the ball is down in the end zone. Backfield for the Mules of Leileihua. Richie Cabinion, of course, at quarterback. At slot back. Kamakau, Stewart, and then Tito and Tate. The TNT in the backfield. The handoff given to Tito Rivera. Gets some running room around the right side. A gain of TNT, the big right guard. You'll see a lot of him on the trap blocks, and Chris Berner at right tackle. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. Ball just beyond the 25-yard line. The pitch back is fumbled, knocked down, a scramble for the ball, and finally picking it up is Tito Rivera, and he is forced down Isi and Tasi Tufefaunui. Dahlheimer, Thompson, and Pau Gofie. On 3rd and 5, the handoff is given to Larry Tate. He tries to muscle up the middle, but he gets about 2 yards and no more.
Had that one almost errant toss there where they pitched the ball into the fullback trying to run a toss play. So they're lucky to get out of here with a punting situation. They could have lost the ball and been in deep trouble. We'll see what Waianae can do.
Ball at the 28-yard line. They will be kicking it away, and Waianae will start with good field position. The kick is up, and Dominique Badiz lets it bounce, and it takes a pretty good bounce for Leileihua. And downing the ball is Dale Maeda, just inside the Waianae 40-yard line.
33-yard kick. Good kicking game, Leileihua. Good coverage on a punt, no return.
And there you see Andy Tafiti wearing number 10 on his jersey. He will start the game at quarterback along with Alvarez, Vanilao, David Kane in the backfield along with Keith Cordero, Mawai Kaui, Napelua, Mane in Aila. The big offensive front of Waianae. 1st and 10, ball at the 39, 10:26 remaining first quarter, no score. Tafiti barking out the signals. Ball given up to David Kane, and he is stuffed up immediately. Dale Maeda, Lorenzo Hartwell, Mervyn Lilo. You will hear those names called frequently. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line. And a gain of about 3 yards over the middle. And that
very fancy. You got to make them throw the football or not, especially with Taviti playing quarterback there. They're going to come out there and just grind it right out.
Waianae, the number 1 defense. Leileihua, the number 5 defense. Pass up and complete. Paul Alvarez. And it is in. Ball right in there, wrapped into his gut, but he never could find the handle. And so both teams 4 and out. Kicking it away is Keanui Nui Kapanui. The ball fielded by Mervyn Lilo inside the 20, and he's got some running room around the left side. Finally brought down just short of the 45-yard line by Dominique Badiz and Sean. 1st and 10 at the 44. Tito Rivera around right, and he is brought down hard by Paulo Fa'asumanu as well as Dominique Badiz.
Right out to get the block there. Caught Rivera. That was possibly a long gainer if he could have got that one block. Almost.
Instead, it was a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Wendell Owl to the far side. Kaleo Kamakau and Tito Rivera in the backfield. And it's a gain of about 4.
Line. They're in a good position to do just about anything they want. This is the kind of situation we're talking about where Cabinion would have to throw.
And a big down for Leileihua. 3rd and 5. Ball just shy of midfield. 2 men back. Cabinion dropping back to pass, looking over the middle, puts it up, but overthrowing Kaleo Kamakau, the intended receiver. And once again, Leileihua. That is Robert Cardis, 5'7". The kick is up, and it is a short kick. And the ball bounces, and for the 2nd time takes a Leileihua hop, and a very good hop. Dominique Badiz back to field it, but unable to field that. And Waianae will be forced to start deep in its own territory. We have yet to see a 1st down in this ball game. Handoff over the middle. David Kane muscles his way for a gain of about 4 yards.
David Kane is a 5'9", 205-pound junior. Really good balance. Very good runner.
6:43 first quarter, still no score. Waianae with the ball on their own 18, 2nd and 5. The handoff again given up the middle, and once again David Kane powering his way. but wrapped up. The Leileihua defensive line doing a good job so far of shutting down Waianae's offense.
What's making it very difficult for Waianae, as you look at David Connie, they're 67 yards a game, 6.5 yards per carry. Watch it how big the line splits are for Waianae well, they come in close now when they're going for a short yardage, but they've been going with some big line splits.
3rd and 2, 3 men in the backfield, a wishbone. Handoff to Orlando Newman, and he powers his way out for a Waianae first down, and that, Coach, the first down of this ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough game. You can see it right now. You can hear the hitting from up here, and they're playing it very conservatively. Very conservative football game. There's Orlando Newman. He's averaging 4.5 every time he puts his hands on the ball. A host of great running backs for Waianae.
1st and 10, ball in the 26-yard line. Freitas back to pass, puts it up, fires complete to the right side, and that is Paul Alvarez, and he is out there for a second consecutive Waianae first down, just beyond the 35.
Dale Maeda made the tackle. They have 12-yard gain, real quick like to Alvarez. They threw that on first down, so you can see they're starting to mix it up. They can do that with Freitas in there.
1st and 10, ball at the 37-yard line. Double slot offense. One back in the backfield, and that is Lloyd Omias, who takes the ball and is wrapped up by the Leileihua defense. A loss of 2 yards on the play.
Watch number 88 here, Molia Ooi. Real good job, number 88. Didn't get fooled at all.
2nd and 12, ball back on the 35-yard line. Freitas barking out an audible, drops back, looking to pass, puts it up, and again fires complete to Paul Alvarez. The same play we saw moments ago for a Waianae first down. And this time it's a pickup of about 10 yards, which will set up 3rd and about 2 yards.
We have Connie on the sideline here. He got stepped on or has a cramp or something, but that could be something. Let's go down and see. Skip, what they got going on down there with Connie?
Coach, looked like Connie had an ankle injury here. They're putting some ice on it, as you can see. Hopefully he can get back in the game here. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Skipper. 4:51 left, first quarter, no score. The ball given to Orlando Newman, and he tries to scamper around the right side and is smothered. Good defensive play. Keyaki Lime leading the charge along with James Kim. And once again, Waianae up front. 4th and 2, and if there's an opportunity perhaps for a fake punt, now might be a good an idea and an opportunity for Waianae. Being the #1 defense, you never know. Ke'anui Nui Kapanui. Back to punt. And Mervyn Lilo back for Waipahu, or excuse me, Leileihua, but as you see, a penalty flag on the play going in. Well, I saw on the bench, you look down at David Kane, who is icing his leg, pointed in as if to say, there he is, pointed in as if to say, Coach, nobody took my place. The kick is up. It is fielded just beyond the 25-yard line by Mervyn Lilo, and he tries to scamper around left in. Right, Leileihua fumbles the ball, and it is Richie Cabinion very quickly pouncing up on top of it, very wisely falling on it as opposed to trying to pick it up off of the turf. And you mentioned Leileihua, and so far Cabinion having a difficult time trying to execute and move the ball, and they have not yet been able to manage a first down. Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13. Ball at the 22-yard line. Pass over the right side. Fires complete to Keone Kea. Dominique Badiz on the stop. Kea, though, on the reception. Still, it's a gain only of about 7 yard line, or 7 to 8 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Kea was not starting on offense. He has been playing mostly on defense. They need him out there with Freitas in the game. But you can see Kea is a good receiver, and this is what Cabinion has to do. Little drop back. He's looking Kea all the way. Good pass protection to get Pedro cut down, so he throws over the top of him.
There you see a little counter drop play, Tito Rivera. But he is cut down over the middle after barely manages to kick it away. You see 0 for 2. Leileihua now 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. So it's been 3 and out 3 times in a row for the mighty Mules, who have not proven to be so mighty thus far in the early goings. And a terrible punt shanked off the right side. and out of bounds just beyond midfield.
K. Ifuku Radiator, the radiator specialist at 2 convenient locations, Kali and Waipahu, or call 845-838-77.
So Waianae with an excellent opportunity on 1st and 10. Play action fake. Freitas puts it up in the air, has a man complete. That is Orlando Newman. Gets some good gaining room and is finally forced out of bounds, but actually the official says he stepped out of bounds before stepped out at that point. Little counter play again. Orlando Newman, the ball carrier, and he picks up about 2 yards over the middle on 1st down.
Ke Akalimi doing a great job of playing linebacker. He's only a 5'6", 157 sophomore. Holds the running of Newman there to only 2 yards, but great job by Limi that time. You see Newman there, 5'10", 170-pound senior. They got about 4 or 5 of those guys that just can crank it out.
Under 2 minutes to go. 1st quarter, still no score, but Waianae on the move. 2nd and 8, ball at the 34-yard line. Freitas on the draw play. Gives the ball off to Lloyd Omayas, and he's fighting for yardage and is finally wrapped up after a gain of about 2. James Kim in on the tackle.
Problem with this that particular play was he ran into Kawi, Wakalo Omayas like that with one hand. You got to hang on to him. Mimi again in there, 2-yard gain. Hard-earned 2 yards when you got to run over your own player.
Yeah, Dennis Kauve looking for someone to block and only saw another black jersey. 1 minute remaining in the 1st quarter. 3rd and 6, ball at the 32-yard line. Freitas back to pass, puts it up in the air down the far sideline. Has a receiver. Complete. Paul Alvarez, 1st down, Waianae inside the 15.
Boy, what a beautiful pass by Freitas. 20 yards, just laid it right in there. Alvarez, 6'2", 100.
Alvarez a good target at 6'2", 190 pounds, as you mentioned. And Waianae now threatening. First time we've seen anybody close to the end zone. Alvarez split to the far side. Andy Tafiti to the near side. Ball on the 12-yard line. Long count for Freitas. On the option, keeps it. Scampers the 10, the 5, touchdown.
What a sweet move, huh? You don't teach them to do that, by the way. Yep, you don't teach them to do that. They do that instinctively. Never lift up over the top of Lime, much to his surprise and ours. Goes right in. Slick move for a quarterback at the high school level.
Beautiful execution by Glenn Freitas, the senior quarterback. Andy Tafiti, the holder. Jacob Liana, the kicker. And now timeout called by Waianae. And that is a Aloha Stadium. You see the scoreboard, 6-0. Our score. Waianae kicking the ball away. A short kick fielded at the 25-yard line by Leileihua. And with a gain of about 9 on the return. So the Mules, he has been out for a while already trying to ice things down. And there you take a look at Gary Clark on the far sideline. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. 22 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. And a good play. Trying to scamper around right end is Tito Rivera, finally stacked up by a host of black jerseys leading the charge. Ke'anui Nui Kapanui, as well as Dominique Badiz. A gain of just 2 on the play. And time running down, and that'll likely be the end of the 1st quarter. It will.
We have the scoring drive for you here. The number of plays, 5, total yards 50, time of possession 135. Glenn Freitas made that great option. 12-yard touchdown run to score. They did not make the extra point. Coach.
All right, Skipper, actually they weren't trying to retape it. Skipper was kind of blocked out, but he sees now they were typing on the ice bag. And so, yeah, it appears as though Kane is out for now. Tito Rivera, meantime, on the field, trying to gain a couple of yards, and he picks up 1 at best.
Well, you can see here, Waianae leads in 1st downs in rushing and passing and total yards, turnover. Everything is even except the score, which is 6 points, and that's not going to be the final score of this game, guaranteed. But Leileihua has got to crank up some offense here, or not. Their defense is going to wear themselves out, trying to stop this Waianae offense every 4 downs.
And you see the 3rd down conversions. Leileihua with a big goose egg, and here they try to do it again on 3rd and 8. Cabinion dropping back, looking to pass, tries to run, and he is brought down from behind. Samuela Hanishi with the unassisted sack. And the Mules are sacked again on 3rd down.
This is really a head-up place by Hanisi. Watch Cabinion see his receivers come covered, goes to scramble, and Hanisi just brings him back from behind. Good head-up job by Hanisi. He's 5'11", 250-pound senior. He plays right alongside Pedro. Tough combination to get through.
And so for the 4th time in 4 drives, Leileihua forced to kick it away. A good kick by Kaleo Kamakau, piloted by Dominique Pediz at the 35, finding some running room around the left side to the 45, to midfield, and finally shoved out of bounds just outside the 45-yard line of Leileihua by Paul Moli'o'o.
Boy, take a look at this. Got some good blocking here. Watch Pediz set up his blockers here. Right here, he'll come in and then give him some room, turns him around. Good hit. Some good footwork there by Pediz. He's pretty nifty.
And so the Seasiders of Waianae, Seariders, excuse me. Seasiders is BYU Hawaii. The Seariders of Waianae, good field position at the 47-yard line. And it is Lloyd Omias, a big hole up the middle and a first down Waianae at the 35.
Lapuilua right up front there with Mane. Oh, what a great hole they opened up. Covey, watch this right up the center, nothing fancy. You see the tackle trap right there on number 54, and Omias was gone like a shot, almost too quick to see.
First down, 10-10 remaining, quarter number 2, 6-0 Waianae, but the Seariders moving again. Omias in the backfield along with Orlando Newman, dual running backs. Receivers split to the right side. On the option, it is pitched back to Keith Cordero. And Cordero is brought down just outside the 30 after a gain of about 5.
Watch Leileihua rally to the ball here with Rivera, Pedro, Kim. Good job. Cordero gets the pitch, cuts in here. Lorenzo Hartwell comes right up, makes a tackle like he should. Good effort by Leileihua. They've been doing an awful lot of that.
Gain of 4. It sets up 2nd and 6. Ball at the 31-yard line. Freitas. Draw play to Omias. He has running room. Close to another first down at the 25.
Big 6-yard gain. Lloyd Omias, fullback linebacker. Take a look at this. The defensive middle guard just gets shielded right out there. Moli'o'o just shielded right out of the play by Napuilua, and Omias actually trips over Orlando Newman's leg, who was doing a good job blocking there, or not, it would have been much more than 6 yards. Here's another one of those third down situations.
And this time it is 3rd down and less than a yard. In fact, it's less than a foot. About 6 inches standing behind. Another first down to Fiti, Pediz, and Omias, the 3 men in the backfield. And it is given to Omias, and he powers over the middle for another Waianae first down. Ball at the 23-yard line.
Limi again in there for the tackle. Omias is just so hard to stop. And that's what Waianae's offense will do to you. Their defense, mind you, is just sitting over here on the sideline resting. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting here waiting to go up there against Leileihua's number 2 offense.
One thing you don't want to do with the number 1 defense is let it rest either.
Omias already has five attempts, about 28 yards, almost 6 yards a carry, about 5-6 a carry.
And it's Omias again on the drop play, big gainer over the middle. And we have seen it time and time again. Trapping on the line, Omias on the draw, and this time he picks up 7 more.
Give Dale Maeda a cartouche there, number 24, 5'8", 145-pound senior. Boy, he put his helmet right in there, stopped Omias dead in his tracks. Good blocking up front there. You see the trap block. Can't tackle him with the hands. Limi bounces off. Watch Maeda stuff him here. Good tackle, Dale.
Gain of about 6.5, sets up 2nd and 4, 3 men in the backfield. This time it is given to Orlando Newman over right guard, and he picks up a couple.
Again, stopped by Ke'aka Limi, the 5'6", 157-pound sophomore. That kid is going to be some kind of linebacker by the time he's a senior. Good instincts. Take a look at the hit again right here. Just kind of suffocated him, always around the ball.
3rd and 2, all at the 15-yard line. 7:04 remaining in quarter number 2. 6-0 Waianae our score. On the option, Freitas keeps it. The 5, touchdown.
Well, you see the difference a quarterback makes in running the option. 3rd down conversions now. Waianae 4 out of 5. Take a look at this one more time. Real good fake to Omias. They concentrate on Omias. Everybody collapses down. Rivera, everybody comes down. Freitas goes right into the end zone.
Almost a mirror image of what we saw in the first touchdown.
They had him sold on Omias. They just had him sold on Omias. And that's what makes the option work.
And they will go for 2 once again. On the bootleg, Freitas looks to pass it away into the end zone. It is complete. And a super catch by Evile Puna, the big guy, for the 2-point conversion. And so Waianae, after coming up empty the first time, gets 2. The question Leileihua has to ask itself is, will the real team please stand up? Ball fielded by Mervyn Lilo, and he takes the ball out to about the 27-yard line. You don't think he's an intense coach on the sidelines? Leileihua with the ball, Tito Rivera. And he is stuffed up over the middle. Now, I made that comment a minute ago, will the real Leileihua team stand up? 2 weeks ago, Coach, we watched them as Tito Rivera gained over 200 yards, Larry Tate 150. They put 48 points on the scoreboard. However, last week they lost to Pearl City and they scored only 7. Therefore, you must ask the question, which week will the real offense show up?
Yeah, they have about 20 yards total offense now to Waianae's 144 yards total offense. They got to keep the offensive team out there and kind of grind it out. They have not made any 3rd down conversions yet, and that's like we said earlier, 9 times out of 10 they're going to have to pass with those pass for those 3rd down first downs from the 3rd down situation with that young man right there, Cabinha. Heavy responsibility.
He's got to make something happen here. 2nd and 5. He's looking to put it up in the air and get a bunch of yards, but he fires off the hands of Keone Kea. Now, the truth be told, when they scored those 48 points 2 weeks ago, they did it against Mililani, and the Trojans of Mililani rank 11th out of 12 teams in team defense.
You look at this pass, it's not that badly thrown, just off the fingertips of Kea. He's looking at him all the way. Good passer, better than average, like Coach Mitsui from Waianae said. Just doesn't connect, and here's one of those big 3rd down conversions again.
Leileihua still looking for its first down of the ball game with 5:47 remaining in the half. The ball is put up. It is complete to Tito Rivera, and he is beyond the 40 and far enough downfield to gain the first down of the night for the Leileihua Fighting Mules. William Pedro in on the tackle.
I'll tell you why that worked. That's the first time they've thrown the ball to Rivera. Watch this. They have never thrown a pass to this kid out of the backfield. He is absolutely wide open. Nobody was even expecting him to get. In fact, he was kind of surprised to see the ball floating toward him like that.
So can they sustain the drive with 5:25 remaining in the half? Cabinha rolling out to the right. He's going to tuck this one up and keep it. And he is brought down just shy of midfield. In on the tackle, Paulo Fa'asumanu with the unassisted tackle. Good open field tackling, but a gain of nearly 5 for Cabinha and Leileihua.
They're starting to open it up now. You see he's getting a play from Gary Clark, the head coach over there on the sideline. That's what he's going to have to do. A lot of it is going to depend on him. The moment he starts doing what he's doing right now, boom, then Rivera and Tate will find somewhere to run.
2nd and 5, ball just shy of midfield. Dropping back to pass. Cabinha looking downfield. The ball is batted and almost picked off. A super defensive play by Derek Thalmeyer. Also, Kaleo Kamakau in on there, but the ball nearly picked off by Thalmeyer.
Take a look at this pass right here. Boy, this is something that you don't want to do, is bounce it up in the air, not unless you're playing defense. God, that was almost like a volleyball dig. Almost got it. Good effort.
Derek Thalmeyer, 5'8", 155-pound senior, batted it up and nearly hauled it in for the INT. And again, it brings up 3rd down.
Big 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 5. Keone Kea split to the far side, and the ball is given to Larry Tate, but he is immediately tripped up in the backfield. And once again, it appears as though the Mighty Mules will have to kick the ball away. That sets up 4th and about 3.
There was absolutely a huge hole there that time. He tripped over one of his own players and went down. It's either that or he was tackled by the 50-yard line. I suspect the latter. But there was a big hole. They actually punched a hole in there that time. Not taking any chances with 4 minutes 14 left in the first half.
Can't afford to with Waianae. Kaleo Kamakau set to punt the ball away. Dominic Bediz. And it's a fake punt. The ball is passed. Complete. First down. Mervyn Lilo inside the 30. Finally out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. And what a gutsy call on 4th and 2 by Gary Clark and the Mules of Leileihua.
Well, it just shows you how much confidence they have. A 24-yard play, passing, mind you. An absolute gutsy call there. Caught Waianae napkin, no question about that.
Kamakau to Mervyn Lilo. There's Lilo right there. I don't know if he's smiling or trying to...
Well, he's one of the captains of the Leileihua team. He's tough.
Let's get some air, but it's 1st and 10, ball to 24. Counter option, ball given to Tito Rivera, and he is thrown down to the artificial turf by Angus Thompson after a gain of nearly 5.
See, now they have the Waianae offense a little off balance. They don't know whether they're going to run or pass. You allow Waianae to stay up there in an 8-man front with a 3-deep zone that kill you up front because they're so strong.
And this is also the first time that the Waianae defense has been on the field for more than 7 consecutive plays. So the Mules, putting together a sustained drive for the first time, have the ball down at about the 20-yard line. 2nd and 6, 3:20 remaining in the half. Play action fake. Man wide open in the end zone. There you are, touchdown. Kaleo Kamakau caught the ball. He thought he was in the end zone. He wasn't. He finally looked down and said, I got to step backwards. He did. Touchdown Leileihua.
I wonder if this is his first touchdown. Watch this. He's probably never been in the end zone before. He doesn't really know where the goal line is. Watch this. It's really cute. Kind of standing there, and there you go. Da, 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 da. Oh, yes. Okay. Very good. The touchdown shuffle by Leileihua, and they're on the board.
Looking for the point after touchdown. Chucky Shelton. The kick is up. The kick is good. And with 3:11 remaining, 4th down, the fake punt. Then he scores the touchdown. And the ball is kicked, a good kick, fielded by Dominic Bediz at the 5-yard line, but he's got a whole bunch of running room, and he splits the Leileihua defense and carries the ball out to the 35-yard line while he was finally brought down by Dale Maeda.
Dale Maeda has been playing a real fine job. Real fine job there by Dale Maeda. Looks like Bediz might have hurt his shoulder on that. See what happens when it comes over here to the sideline.
Yeah, the left arm is hanging. But a good kick down to the 5 and a return of nearly 30. And so it'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line with 2:43 remaining in the half. The ball given to Lloyd Omias, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. John Pedro along with Paul Moli'o'o in on the side.
Moli'o'o has been doing a real excellent job in there. He's been making tackles from one end of the sideline to the other sideline. Good job. He's a 6'2", 204-pound senior. He can move around.
Gain of about 1 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 14-7 Waianae.
Leileihua set up a good score with a fake punt on 4th down.
Wishbone offense. The ball is pitched back. Pass play. Looking to put it up. Gustin Spragling, and the ball is picked up, or is it? No, it isn't. Oh, but a super job defensively by Mervyn Lilo trying to break up play. Paul Alvarez, the intended receiver, but Lilo saw that interception and just couldn't bring it in.
Okay, who knew that he was a left-handed panther? Sprangling, watch him here. Comes back out here, number 41, hasn't been in the game yet. Been playing behind Tafiti. Takes a little extracurricular hit there.
Yes, he did. That is tough to do, though. And there you see Lilo almost with the interception, but certainly tough to roll right for a left-handed passer.
That was a surprise.
3rd and 9. Freitas back to pass, fires, and complete. First down and more for Andy Tafiti beyond midfield and down to the 47-yard line of Leileihua before Lorenzo Hartwell applies the pads and makes the tackle. And timeout Waianae, but a big first down, Coach.
Troops are saying up in the, there's your 3rd down conversions. 5 of 6 for Waianae, only 1 of 6 for Leileihua.
1st and 10 Waianae, ball on the 30-yard line, 1 man in the backfield, and that is Lloyd Omias. And in motion, Orlando Newman. Freitas again, back to pass, fires, and it's just over the fingertips of Keith Cordero. Got to bring up 2nd and 10.
When the Waianae wants to throw, they don't make very many bones about it. They come up in a double slot with just 1 back there. Omias, of course, that's a whole lot of fullback there. He still could do a lot of damage with a back like Omias. Freitas now has 5 completions out of 8 tries for 73 yards. That's pretty good average.
2nd and 10, ball at the 46. 1:43 remaining in the half. And Freitas, camping in the backfield, finally brought down, and he had all the time.
Luckily, he puts it away and takes it down. Good job by Freitas hanging on to the ball. Don't hurt yourself there, young man. Don't hurt yourself.
Loss of 7 on the play. 3rd and 16. Freitas has time this time and has a receiver open. That is Andy Tafiti. And Tafiti close to a first down, and boy, was he thrown out of bounds.
Oh, boy, there's some Waianae Seariders in the Leileihua Mules.
And again, on 4th down, Waianae going for it, but rising to the...
It sounded a little bit like a Democratic caucus when you come right down to it. Let's see if they actually throw this, if we heard correctly.
Irvin Lilo split to the near side and putting the ball up on a short pattern. Tito Rivera for the complete, and he is out of bounds with 11 seconds to go. So instead of going it on 1 big try, Gary Clark opts to go for it in little bunches.
Hey, take a look at this. This is a throw short, run long type of a scheme here. You want to get the ball on a short pass to a guy like Tito Rivera and just have him break loose in the secondary. Good defensive play by Waianae. He wasn't able to do that, but that's what they're trying to do.
11 seconds remaining in the half. 2nd and 2 at the 47. Dropping back. Cabinion has a man open down the 4 sideline, and he is brought down inside the 30, and that stops the clock. And almost breaking it for the touchdown was Keone Kea. What a big play that could have been with time winding down.
You're looking at the #1 receiver in the league right now, Keone Kea, and you can see why. Puts a good move on the Waianae defender, gets his hands on the ball, looks it right in. 145-pound senior.
And Jesse Myers
pass, and it's going to be a field goal.
35-yard line. This would be a 45-yard attempt by Chucky Shelton. And now we have a timeout.
To see Sheldon kick this.
I would love to see it.
Would be good for high school football. There's always a field goal kicker in the student body.
I'll tell you one thing, he's a lot bigger than Jason Elam, and now they're not going to kick it. They are set up. High back, 2 men in the backfield. Rolling out on the bootleg, putting the ball up. He has a man wide open, and overthrown is Kaleo Kamakau, but a flag on the play.
Field goal.
And it is blocked. Chucky Shelton tries to put it up.
He was sick for 1 series of down. It was kind of like the Michael Carter at the University of Hawaii thing.
Right. So we're just about set to kick it off here. Second half action. 24 minutes of football in front of us. And I think you're right about Leileihua. They're going for an onside kick. Boy, what is that?
Was touched by a Waianae player. We have a penalty. I think that was touched by one of the front linemen up there, but we're just talking about how gutsy Leileihua is going to be right off the bat. They can do anything. To get into the playoffs, they got to win this game.
First down.
Well, obviously, one thing they cannot do is just play fundamental, basic, traditional football, because Waianae will shut them down play after play. They can't try to run it over the middle, and they're going to have to mix it up. But coming out with an onside kick attempt to start the second half, that may perhaps be a little bit too radical. And
I was expecting them to do something wild and crazy like that, because Waianae is superior, you know, physically superior, and that's going to cancel out any kind of great coaching or great theory. They're going to have to do something astounding. Watch Omias here.
There you see him, takes the ball over the 45, powering his way close to a first down at midfield.
He is absolutely an awesome running back. He never starts.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. And is it?
Watch Omias here. Just like a freight train. Very difficult to tackle. Dale Maeda must, boy, I tell you, I take my hat off to him. That was a contemporary cartouche there on Omias, and he didn't feel it.
3 men in the backfield. Handoff. This time it is Orlando Newman. And he is out beyond the first down marker into Leileihua territory, close to the 40-yard line. So Waianae takes advantage of its excellent field position and drives down immediately on a couple of straight plays.
Take a look at this, boy. You got Omias leading the way here. Newman, good runner. He's probably the shiftiest of all of the backs. They got all varieties with Connie out of there, who was hurt. If he just joined us, Connie got hurt in the first half. He's not in here, but Newman and Tafiti, good movement up front.
Waianae also without Dominic Badiz, who is taken away. Handoff to Andy Tafiti, and he gains about 7 over left tackle. Finally brought down by Keaka Lime.
You can see the depth we talked about. Not only are they superior physically, they also have the depth, and that's not something that Leileihua has, but they're doing a real admirable job of bending and not breaking.
2 men back, Cordiero and Omias. Freitas over center, barking out signals. Gives it to Omias. And he is close to another first down. Finally brought down at about the 30, and yes, another first down Waianae.
Only took 6 players to bring him down that time. A real stout-hearted running back.
Lloyd Omias, 5'9", 210 pounds, the senior out of Waianae. And the Seariders with another first down. 10-10 remaining in the third quarter. 14-7 Waianae. Ball just beyond the 30-yard line. And the ball is given to Omias again, but this time nothing doing as the Mules right there to wrap them up. Keake Lima and James Kim in there on the tackle.
Real good job that time, Omias. But this is when Waianae is dangerous. Watch the stuff job here on Omias. You don't see this happen very often. Limi right there, and get some help from his friends. Kim came in to seal the deal, but this is when Freitas is very dangerous.
3 men back. Golston Spragling, the receiver, split to the bottom of your screen. Quick drop back. Freitas now dumps it off to his man out of the backfield, Orlando Newman, and he is brought down finally at about the 20-yard line. So a good play. First time, or one of the few times we've seen Freitas dump it off to a receiver out of the backfield.
You got to take a look at this. We may have a roughing penalty here on Freitas after he threw the football. He may took a mild cartouche to the head here. Talking it over right now with the Waianae Mauai, who is Lawton Mauai, 6'1", 225-pound senior, making the decision there. He's clapping, so I guess it's against Leileihua.
Well, they will likely take the personal foul because that is 15 yards, and it was a gain of only about 7 on the play. So
that's the second 15-yard penalty for Leileihua.
Against the defense, 15 yards, automatic first down.
Well, you called it, roughing the pass.
Let's take a look at it. I don't know if you'll see the roughing, but you'll see a great throw right out here to Newman. No, you don't see the penalty. Newman, good moves.
So Waianae once again in excellent field position, 1st and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. Just over 9 minutes remaining. Andy Tafiti in the backfield along with Orlando Newman and Lloyd Omias. Glenn Freitas over center, barking out the signals. Gives it to Orlando Newman, and he is over right guard for a gain of about 5.
Boy, they just come at you over and over again. That's what we said when you're talking about the top scoring team in the OIA with this backfield. They got Connie, they got Omias, they got Tafiti, they got Newman, they got Freitas. They got 5 guys that just keep on pounding at you, pounding at you.
And the 5 guys that you just named are among the leading scorers. Also throw in Liana, who we have not seen tonight. just as a kicker. Omias again over the middle, and he is wrapped up by a host of white jerseys, but not after powering ahead for another gain of about 4 yards and close to another Waianae first down.
Watch this cartouche here by Mo'oli'o'o. Watch this, number 88. Watch him deck Omias right here. Good hit. Real good cartouche there by Paul Mo'oli'o'o, 6'2", 204-pound senior.
And a big play right now for Leileihua. Waianae with the ball, 3rd down and 2 on the 9. 3 men in the backfield. Tafiti, Omias. And the ball is given to Lloyd Omias, and he blazes ahead for another Waianae first down. They're going to have it 1st and goal at the 5.
Omias is Leileihua's nightmare right now. They have got to stop the quarterback before they can stop stop the fullback, Omias. He's the one that's making it impossible for them to deal with the option and the pass. Just very, very difficult to stop a guy like Omias.
And once you concentrate on Omias, all of a sudden you see Freitas keep it on the option and take it into the end zone. He's done it twice already. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Keep your eye as he rides the fullback. Freitas, this time he doesn't give it to either. He gives it to Orlando Newman, touchdown.
Only ran 3 plays down there. Give it to Omias, give it to Newman. 1 pass to Newman out on the side. Right there is Orlando Newman, number 23. Watch this play. He just follows Omias. Watch him. Watch Omias put a block on here. Just takes out. There's a great hold there.
And so Waianae takes advantage of excellent field position. Jacob Liana set to put it up. The point after touchdown. The kick is up. The kick is good. And so with 7:30 remaining in quarter number 3, the Waianae Seariders strike again. As we take a timeout, we look at the scoreboard. It reads Waianae 21, Leileihua 7.
Like puzzles? Try this one. Put all of this into this, quickly, neatly, safely. That's what the experts at M. Dyer & Sons Moving do every day. It's truly an art form. Our staff is trained and experienced in moving all your household goods with kid glove care. At M. Dyer & Sons, we work with families to plan every part of the move, organizing it carefully to make sure you get a happy start in your new home. M. Dyer & Sons, we make every puzzling move look easy.
Why should getting your money be so hard? Just visit this Ohana Network ATM at Star Market with any one of these cards, or cards with these logos, and get yourself some fast cash for some fresh groceries. Star Market even has Western Union to send money when you need it there in a hurry, and money orders.
You might call us your supermarket financial center. We call it 5-star customer service.
Star Markets, it's a 5-star experience.
That's not oxygen.
And it's not an octopus.
That's a Kazuo Hayashida special. Man's greatest need, water.
Water pumped out of 8 arms. High-tech water disbursement on the Waianae sideline.
Well, that is really a high-tech machine. Almost look, oh. Here's Freitas and Coach Mitsui talking about who to read on the option.
And back to live action. Tito Rivera fields the ball inside the 20. Running room over the middle. And a good return out to the 35-yard line. Gain of 18 on the return.
See, here's Kabinian getting his orders from Gary Clark coming out.
Well, we saw Leileihua put together a drive to end the first half. And now on their first possession of the second half with 13 or 7-11 remaining, they've really got to get something going. They trail by 14, 21-7 the score.
Not bad stats for Kabinian.
Handoff outside, Tito Rivera, he's got room, and he is forced out of bounds. Sase Paugafie in on the play.
20-yard gain real quick, like might have sprained his ankle.
Tito Rivera is now on the sidelines. There you see him being attended to. Kabinian puts the ball in the air, has a receiver, but a little miscommunication. Keone Kea, the throw was out to the flat. Keone didn't turn in that direction until he saw the ball, but it was too late. Jesse Myers defending the play.
So far, Tito Rivera, who is just a little 5'6", 160.
See Tito Rivera, little tape job on the sidelines, tighten up that shoe, and looks like he'll be back ready for action. Cabinion dropping back to pass, looking to Kea. Kea complete. First down inside the 30-yard line. A little out and up pattern and a super pass by Cabinion.
Kea, 5'9", 140-pound senior. He's the leading OIA receiver in this division. Let's take another look at that, see if we can see where the injury occurred, right? Oh, well, I don't know if that could have done it.
But Tito is back in the ball game, so we will see if he is any worse for the wear. The ball is given to Larry Tate, and he is immediately wrapped up by a couple of Waianae Seariders, William Pedro and Samuela Hanisi.
Kea now has 3 catches for 51 yards. That's like a 17-yard average. That's not bad at all. But that's what they're going to have to move the ball. We've been saying that from the beginning of the game, that a lot depends on Cabinion's ability to get the ball to Kea or somebody else. He's been successful with getting it to Tito Rivera also.
Second down and 12. Ball in the 28. Cabinion back to pass, has a receiver, and is picked up. Intercepted. Kea Nui Kapanui. He is out to the 30. The 35 cuts back to the middle of the field, still on his feet. Brought down. The ball skirts free. It is now picked up by Sauce Pogafie, and he advances the ball out inside the Leileihua 40-yard line. What a play.
Saving tackle by Randy Caliente. 44-yard interception return. Here's Cabinion throwing the ball. It dies in the air. Keanui Kapanui picks it off, and here he goes off to the races. Kea gets blocked right out of the play, which is what you're supposed to do. A missed tackle there. Ball bounces loose.
And Sase Paugafie takes over from there.
Caliente slaves the play with a game-saving tackle.
And sound. It is Andy Tafiti now for Waianae. Getting some running room around left end. He picks up about 4 yards, 4, perhaps 5 on the play.
That's about as tricky as you're going to see the Waianae offense get there. That's their one and only misdirection play, it appears, where everybody goes one way and Tafiti comes back the other way. And that's all they have to do in this particular game. Very conservative offense. They don't make many mistakes.
So another golden opportunity for Waianae. 4:40 remaining in the third quarter. They already lead it 21-7. And to Orlando Newman, and he fights for yardage, but is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 1 yard on the play.
James Kim right in there. Good job at linebacking. Take another look at this. You see the offensive center is doing a real good job on the nose guard. But James Kim steps right up, makes a tackle, which is how you got to play Omias. If he gets started, gets at the line of scrimmage, it's going to be hard to stop him.
Now to bring up 3rd and 8, a big defensive series for Leileihua. Can they stop Waianae right here? Pass over the middle, incomplete. The intended receiver, Orlando Newman. The pass was there, but Newman couldn't bring it in as Mervyn Lilo was coming in and putting the pressure on defensively. And so Waianae will have to give the ball away. However, Leileihua will be stuck back in terrible field position.
Just to show you how important third down conversions are, they've had 7 completed third down, successful completions on third down out of 10 tries. Leileihua is at 1.
And so Keanui Kapanui, the man who set up this drive with the interception, kicks the ball away, angling for the quarter. Tito Rivera fields it and then goes out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So the Leileihua Fighting Mules will have an opportunity to get things going. The Mule, Waianae fan. Did you see him, Coach, dancing on the railing?
Well, I tell you, some of those Waianae kids can surely dance.
There he is. Oh, come on, buddy, get up and dance for us. Ah, moments ago he was up on the railing dancing, and
very precarious situation here for the Leileihua Mules. They're going to have to...
Not to be confused with the Leileihua Mules, right?
That was cute.
Thank you.
They're going to have to get out of here and score a touchdown.
Well, they are backed up deep in their own territory. Ball on the 8-yard line. The handoff to Larry Tate, and he is wrapped up after a gain of about 2 at the most.
Got to tell you, Pedro and his gang are doing just such a great job in there on defense. Great job of hitting in there, but they have completely shut down the center.
2nd and 6. Ball at the 12-yard line. Little delayed handoff to Tito Rivera. Gets himself some running room, and he's close to a Leileihua first down. Just shy of the 20-yard line.
There's William Pedro right on top of Tito Rivera. It is absolutely incredible how quick Tito is. Watch the defensive line here close on Tito Rivera. You see Caliente trying to trap there. You see how they just rush to the ball. That's really such great defense.
Pickup on the play of 6, and it was good enough for a first down. So
they're out of the hole.
They are out of the hole, and they are in business. Ball on the 19-yard line. Richie Cabinion barking out audibles at the line of scrimmage. Little misdirection handoff to Tito Rivera. He's got himself some running room, and he's out again, close to another Leileihua first down. Derek Fallmeyer in on the tackle.
It's really nice. This is a misdirection play. Watch how the Waianae defense goes with the flow. Good blocking there. Here's another good block there by Caliente, the guard that we're talking about all the time. And Tito Rivera cuts back inside of his block and picks up some valuable yardage.
Excellent blocking by the Leileihua offensive line the last couple of plays.
Good opportunity for them to gamble here. 2nd down and 1. There's a big waste down.
The ball pitched back. Tito Rivera, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage.
That is
Angus Thompson in on the play, as was Rodney Cooper.
Conversions. This is a monstrous 3rd down as far as the outcome of the game.
3rd and only 1, but against the OIA's #1 ranked defense, it is a long 1 yard. Larry Tate in the backfield, along with Graydon Viloria. Richie Cabinion gives it to the first man through. That is Viloria, and he is beyond the 30 and far enough for first down yardage. So a big conversion for Leileihua is Graydon Viloria. The 770-pound senior gets the first.
Oh, good block by Caliente. Did you see the guard just come right out of there and kick him right out of there? Good trap play on short yardage. He's an excellent offensive guard, Randy Caliente.
Ball to 31. Cabinion looking to pass. Has a man open the middle, and it is complete to Kaleo Kamakau beyond midfield, just outside the 45-yard line of Waianae, and he almost busted that one big time.
Boy, Cabinion threw this ball very well. Watch this, right on the line. Paid the price for catching it in the center of the field, but they all know that. See, Cabinion stood right in there. Good pass protection. That's what it's going to take. And on a first down, too. Good time to throw the ball against Waianae.
Leileihua trailing by 14, 21-7 the score. The pitch back to Larry Tate, and he is wrapped up. Fine defensive play by Angus Thompson. Also Benjamin Touquet in on the play. Rodney Kukono assisting as well.
Take another look at this. You see the whole Waianae team just follow Angus right over there along with Puna. You see him, number 84, just hoofing it over there. Gets good help. The entire defensive team just about gets a piece of Tate. Picks up a hard-earned yard.
36 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Leileihua on the move, but they still have a lot of ground to cover against this tough Searider defense.
You're looking at the Waianae coach right now, Harry Mitsui, and his cheering section back there in the background.
Coaching can be a lonely job.
There's Gary Clark giving his team instructions. Big 2nd down play here.
The clock is running.